Yeah, yeah. Not. Boom. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. So.
Anthony Joshua has now joined Oleksandr Usyk in his new training camp as he prepares for his upcoming fight against Rico Verhoeven, while at the same time, Rico Verhoeven is also getting ready for a possible matchup with Usyk, working hard to adjust his kickboxing style so it fits better within a pure boxing environment. Fabio Wardley said that the idea of Oleksandr Usyk possibly fighting Rico Verhoeven did not excite him much, as he expected Usyk to take on a well-established professional boxer instead, and he also admitted he does not know much about Verhoeven's level in kickboxing, but still hopes that after this fight, Usyk goes back to facing top-level boxers.
What was your reaction when you saw that's the direction Usyk was going down?
Yeah, look, I think it was the same as kind of the rest of the boxing world. It was quite underwhelming. I even said it myself, I understand that he's kind of earned the right to do what you want, but I at least expected it to be some sort of active boxer, someone of some, not to say, I don't actually know much about Verhoeven in terms of a kickboxer, of what his quality level is, but what I'm saying is I expected it to be someone of a decent caliber of a professional boxer. But if it's not, then fine, look, do your thing, do you, and hopefully he returns to actual professional boxing against some of the top elites.
Moreover, Tony Bello said he believes a fight between Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven could be challenging in the early stages, because Verhoeven's unusual style may create problems in the opening rounds. But he also feels that once Usyk adjusts and understands his approach, his higher-level boxing skills will take control, and he will start to dominate the fight.
He's been doing easy touch, hasn't he, for a while.
Well, he fought you.
I don't want to say he's an easy touch. I think it'll be really interesting for about 6 or 7 minutes. I think 1 or 2 rounds. And then I think once he figures him out, because he's going to be an absolute nightmare to prepare for. He's going to be throwing punches from all kinds of mad angles. He's going to be doing things that he should never be doing. He'll be really awkward, really crazy for the first few rounds. And then I think he'll figure him out and then he'll punish him.
Furthermore, Derek Chisora said that going up against Oleksandr Usyk demands a completely different mindset, explaining that any fighter needs to be fully committed and mentally ready for a tough and intense fight. And he stressed that Usyk is on another level with his focus and determination, which makes him very hard to beat.
Listen, what I'm saying is this, yeah. To beat Oleksandr Usyk, you have to be mentally disturbed in your head, yeah?
You have to be mentally disturbed.
Yeah, because you have to understand.
Well, to take the fight in the first place.
Yeah, because when I saw him a couple of months ago,
yeah,
I had a coffee with him, we were just chatting. The guy lives in Ukraine.
Yep.
Yeah. He goes, oh, before I came on a plane, I was sleeping in my house, and then those missiles were going over my house, and I didn't want to go in the bunker. I was like, I'll just go to sleep. That's some craziness, isn't it? I mean, like, imagine you now, you're in your house in Barna, Timbuktu, and then missiles are going. What are you gonna be like?
Yeah, he's cut from very different stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then remember, so you have to come in there looking to go to the other side, because he's looking to go to the other.
Analysts shared their shocking verdicts on the upcoming matchup.
I have no issue with the event. I have no issue with the fight, but it's ludicrous that the WBC title is on the line. Sonny Liston, here's the champions that have held the WBC heavyweight title in line. Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Ken Norton, Larry Holmes, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Frank Bruno, Vitaly Klitschko, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, now Oleksandr Usyk. If for any reason,
I tell you the one thing they've got right. The one thing they've got right is they recognise that Oleksandr Usyk is the best heavyweight in the world.
I think we all recognise.
Right, so regardless of what belt everybody else has got,
but it doesn't need to be for the WBC.
So they're saying, no, we're sticking with the champion. We're sticking with the champ because he's the man, and that's what they're doing. They're sticking with the man that they recognise as the best.
And some of you might be right here. You're like, oh, 1 second. Oleksandr Usyk's done everything asked of him, whether that be as an amateur, whether that be in the cruiserweight division, and so far in the heavyweight division. Give him one. And I kind of see the argument for that. Look, I'm not saying I like it. I kind of see the argument for it. Tyson Fury had one, didn't he? Tyson Fury had a knock against Francis Ngannou. as a heavyweight champion. So I don't see much difference between that and this, although that got critiqued as well. AJ, I guess, had one against Jake Paul. Again, I didn't see, I mean, people were complaining, but he still went and did it. So look, Oleksandr Usyk has entertained me for nearly a decade, and I always find it difficult, and I think I said this before in a video, I find it difficult to say anything negative about Oleksandr Usyk, anything negative at all. Would I like him to stay more busy? Yes. Would I like him to fight the next man up? Absolutely. But I don't think I'm going to crucify him for doing this.
Rico's gonna have to boot him in leg or something though. If he wants to get any sort of advantage over him, no one can beat Usyk in a boxing fight. I don't care who you are. No one on this place, he's the best heavyweight on this planet, and he's the best heavyweight of his era. If guys like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua can't put a dent in him, no one's going to be able to put a dent in him, I'm afraid. So yeah, Rico will have to throw a few leg kicks if he wants to get one over on him there. But again, Rico's a legend of kickboxing. Guys like that who have paved the way in kickboxing and have been the goats of their generation, they deserve to get these paydays and these sort of chances to showcase what they can do and just to promote themselves and to get some big money and stuff. So yeah, it'd be nice to see, to be fair.
The announcement heard round the world. Oleksandr Usyk, WBC champion, defending his title, his heavyweight crown against Rico Verhoeven. Rico Verhoeven.
Tend to see a little bit more enthusiasm about this. I think most of the folks on the MMA side that I've seen, again, it's very anecdotal. I've not run research. They seem to like it quite a bit. On the boxing side, they're real unhappy. They don't like this one at all. So there's a big divide between the two. Why? Well, number one, as I just mentioned, the WBC title is up for grabs. These sanctioning bodies, bro, they're just so pathetic. Under what? By what reason would you ever grant Rico Verhoeven, by the way, this will be his second pro fight in boxing ever, he has won prior to this, a world title opportunity? It just makes no sense whatsoever. And I think a lot of boxing fans, there were times where, by the way, the WBO was threatening to strip Usyk, and there were questions about what kind of fight was he going to take. Personally, I feel like the guy has earned an opportunity to go get a payday. There are other fights for him to have taken, and what I'm seeing is that the boxing fans kind of wanted him to go down that road. They don't care about him fighting a guy who is in all likelihood hopelessly overmatched. But nevertheless, me personally, hey, listen, is there a fight out there that I really need to see him in, that just, that an itch that has not been scratched? Deontay Wilder, or another fight with Fury, or Anthony Joshua, or Dubois? Not really. I mean, I know there are some heavyweight fights going on out there. Fabio Wardley's got a fight coming up and whatnot, but I don't know. It's just, no. This is, to me, I understand if you're a boxing fan, this is why on earth would you care about this? But as someone who comes from the more MMA side, and kickboxing is closer to MMA as a community, as a culture, than it is the boxing side of things. I'm not saying that kickboxing is not closer to boxing in terms of the techniques used as a sport. It's in a ring, there's similar kinds of gloves, there's no takedowns, blah, blah, blah. But culturally, kickboxing is closer to MMA, which is why I think you're seeing some of this split reaction.
So I'm not so mad at the fight. In fact, I think the fight is going to be a fun one. I think Usyk's probably going to wash Rico, but hey, you never know. Francis walked in there, knocked down Tyson, jiggled his balls in his face, and ended up almost beating him. So yeah, I'll watch this. It's an entertainment fight. It's a crossover fight. And while I think that Oleksandr Usyk has bigger fish to fry in the heavyweight division, when KBL is a mandatory, I thought, for Oleksandr Usyk, there is, for other sanctioning bodies like the WBO, you have Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois. You have that fight about to happen, so the winner of that is going to, I thought, fight Usyk. And then you have Tyson Fury waiting in the wings. There's Moses Italma waiting in the wings. There's a lot of odd stuff happening here.
Has delivered every single fight that us fans have demanded from him. And some he's delivered twice over. If he wants to have a little bit of fun with a legend from a different combat discipline in an unbelievable setting for a boatload of cash, crack on, pal. But the fact that the WBC will reportedly sanction this as their heavyweight championship of the world is absolutely diabolical. They have an interim champion in Ajit Kabayel. They have 15 ranked fighters that have been paying their sanctioning fees. To completely overlook them and entertain this is exactly why I supported Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson for not paying their WBC sanctioning fees. They make it up as they go along, and boxing doesn't need them.